Eric has apparently been hooking up with random men, having them finish into a cup, and then using it in my
That she
meals.
was
And
saying, I don't want to stop. I want you to stop. I don't not stop. Huh? Sorry, wait. I want to go home. If as it happened, and I tell you that, oh no, babe, there's nothing there. There's nothing. Just said it for saying. Would you believe?
she told him she was not comfortable doing it there. He should have stopped. A proper gentleman will not go all the way knowing that your woman is uncomfortable. Hey there, truth seekers. Welcome back to Truths and Takes podcast. And if you did not watch our very first episode, you can go back and watch it again to know what this podcast is all about. But for today, I have a different guest for you. Like I told you, I will have every week. And today's guest is probably one of the best 3 point shooters. But seeing is believing. So maybe you can go back and see his clips on Instagram or his social media handle. But for today, I'm going to let my guest introduce himself.
My name is Lucky Adelamon. I'm a professional basketball athlete. I'm also a computer science graduate. Um, it is a pleasure to be on the Truths and Take podcast.
I heard computer science graduates are suffering currently.
It is what it is, you know. But presently, I think all the graduates in Nigeria are suffering.
Except for me, I'm not suffering because I'm still glowing. Well, anyways, for today's episode, we have some juicy stories for you guys. And let's get right into it. Am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend for no reason? I, 26 female, have been with my now ex-boyfriend Eric, 28 male, for 2 years. Overall, we've had a good relationship, nothing crazy until last night when things completely fell apart. We were out at a bar with some of his friends, just having a normal night, drinks, food, the usual. Eric and his friend Mark, 28 male, were joking around, and Eric made a comment about how much Mark was eating. Something like, "Careful, Mark, you eat the whole damn bar." It seemed harmless at first, just typical guy humor. But then Mark looked right at me and said, "If only she knew." It was one of those moments where you instantly feel uncomfortable, like there's something going on behind your back. I had no idea what Mark was talking about, and the whole vibe at the table shifted. But before I could even react, Eric exploded. He went off on Mark, screaming at him to shut the fuck up, and even tried to get physical. His other friends had to hold him back. Mark didn't react, which only made Eric angrier. The whole thing was awkward as hell, and we ended up leaving early. When we got back to my place, I couldn't stop thinking about that comment. So I asked Eric, "What the hell did Mark mean by 'if only she knew'? What don't I know?" And instead of just answering me like a normal person, Eric lost it again. He started yelling at me, telling me to drop it and stop being paranoid. He was dodging every question, getting more pissed every time I brought it up. I wasn't trying to pick a fight, I just wanted to know what was going on. It felt like there was something important being hidden from me, and I wasn't about to let it slide. But every time I asked, he'd just get more defensive and angry. Finally, he stormed out of my apartment. He doesn't live with me, so I locked the door and called it a night. I didn't hear from him until this morning, and when I did, it was just more angry texts telling me to drop it and leave him alone. At that point, I was done. I'm not going to sit around and be treated like I'm crazy for asking a simple question. I texted him back saying, "We are done. I need space. And if he can't be honest with me, then I don't want any part of this relationship." End of story. Now, here's where it gets worse. He's been going around to our mutual friends, telling them I left him for no reason and trying to make it seem like I'm the one who overreacted. Some of them have even reached out to me saying I should have just let it go and that I'm blowing things out of proportion. I told them to mind their own fucking business. I don't care what they think. None of them were in that moment. None of them saw how he acted, and none of them have to live with the pit in their stomach that I've had since the weird ass comment from Mark. I'm not about to stay in a relationship where I feel like something shady is going on behind my back. If Eric can't be straight with me after 2 years together, then what's the point? So am I the asshole for leaving him over this?
First of all, for me, but you're the asshole for leaving him over that too. Because, like, would you even leave him because of his friend made a simple comment? See, the truth is this. Yes, he was fighting with his friend about it. There are two things behind it, right? The friend might actually mean something different. But then if he meant something different, but then yes, you're not like what's the word?
The asshole.
You're not the house for living in. But then look at it this way. You have been with this guy for 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then for that 2 years, you probably should have known a lot about this guy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is he sleeping out late? Is it like certain things that could lead to him cheating on you, right? Now you are out with his friends, which you guys, I'm sure you guys have been doing this like over and over and over again
Yeah.
for the past 2 years. And then his friend makes a simple comment. If
Mm-hmm.
I'm the guy, first of all, I should know if my lady is a jealous person or not. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? Now, if I know that my lady is a jealous lady, yes, and
Mm-hmm.
my guy makes that kind of comment, obviously I'm going to go after my guy. Like, bro, what's that? Like, what the hell is this?
But
Do you
for
get?
your guy to say something like that, there's actually something going on.
My
Guys
guy
don't
is
say it
not.
like that.
It's not every time that something's actually going on. Some guys, like my own friends in particular,
Mm-hmm.
they just want to just look for your trouble. Do you get? Like,
Mm.
they just say things out of
So why is Eric getting very defensive?
like I said, if he
Like,
knows.
answer the question.
Yes,
What is going on? What did he
Eric is
mean?
his boyfriend, right?
Yes.
That's my point now. He's getting defensive because maybe his girlfriend is a jealous person, and she knows that that kind of comment is going to like
If
tick
you're
her
a
off.
responsible guy after 2 years, you know the type of girlfriend you have. You know
If
how
he's
to
a
calm her.
responsible girl,
Wait,
after 2 years, she know the kind of guy that she has.
but you know how to calm your girlfriend down if she's a jealous type. Like, babe, that's not
Do you
what he
think it's
meant was
easy? Do
just
you
he was
think? Let me
teasing.
ask you now. Do you think it's easy? Wait, wait. Do you think it's easy, right, to hear that kind of comments and then come and let your boyfriend calm you down?
If it's me, I cannot let it go. When
Exactly,
it's if
exactly. That
only
is
she
why.
knew.
That is why
If
he
only
was.
she knew what.
That is why he was being defensive about it, because obviously he knew that she would not let it go. Do you understand?
But answer the question. Why not just like, babe, there's nothing. No, Eric was
Oh
just
yeah, oh yeah,
teasing.
wait,
And
oh yeah,
Mark was
wait, oh
just
yeah,
teasing.
wait. If as it happened, and I tell you that, oh no, babe, there's nothing there. There's nothing. Just said it for saying it. Would you believe?
No, but
Exactly. That's the point. That's why he has to go all defensive. Do you get? See,
no,
we're
defensive. No, I'm not going to answer you. You're attacking me. What are you looking for? You're being paranoid. That one's different. You're telling somebody they're being paranoid because of a simple question.
yes.
I think it was reasonable for him to
See,
get.
I just believe
She
that
has
we're
not
both,
seen him get like that before. So for him to get like that
because his
after
friends
two
have not
years,
said that kind of thing in our front before.
I just feel like there's something actually going on.
I doubt. Who knows? There might be something going
We
on.
can know now because there's an update. So let's go to the update. I feel like I'm living in some kind of twisted nightmare. The more I try to make sense of it, the worse it gets. Mark called me today while I was at work. I didn't expect him to call me because he was ignoring me. I stepped outside to take the call, and he told me something I never in a million years could have prepared for. He told me that Eric has been putting other men's semen in my food, drinks, skincare, shampoo, conditioner, and even my
In
toothpaste.
who's this thing? The girl or the guy?
Eric is the boyfriend.
Right.
So he told me that Eric has been putting
Oh, Mark
other,
told her.
yes, Mark, the
Are you sure
friend.
Mark is not interested in the girl?
Okay, hold on. Mark told me that Eric has been putting other men's semen in my food, drinks, skincare, shampoo, conditioner, and even my toothpaste. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being dramatic. That's what Mark said. Eric has apparently been hooking up with random men, having them finish into a cup, and then using it in my meals and drinks like it's some kind of sick joke. Even as I write this, I'm still in complete disbelief. Who does that to someone? Mark said he found out about a week ago, but for some reason it took him that long to tell me. A week? I've been living my life completely oblivious, trusting Eric, someone I loved, while this was happening behind my back. I feel so betrayed, so disgusted, and so violated. When I asked Mark if he and Eric were having an affair, or if this was some sort of twisted thing between them, he swore they weren't, and he even made a gross comment about not wanting to touch Eric because who knows what diseases he has. That made my stomach turn. I'm getting tested for everything now because I don't know what has been in my body. When I got home, I went straight to the kitchen. Mark told me to check under the sink, and there they were, the cups, hidden behind the cleaning supplies. I lost my sheets. I threw out everything in the kitchen and the bathroom, even stuffs I knew weren't touched. I don't care. Everything feels contaminated now. My house doesn't feel like a safe space anymore. Every time I walk into the kitchen, I feel like I'm going to throw up. I can't even function without my mind going to dark places, thinking about all the times I had no idea what was happening. I don't have any solid proof of this. It's just Mark's words and the disgusting corpse, and I feel so powerless. If nothing can be done about this, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. How is this even legal? How can someone get away with something so vile? I don't know if I'll ever be able to trust anyone again. This whole thing has been messing with my head in ways I can't even explain. I feel dirty. I feel like I've been violated on such a deep level, and there's nothing I can do to undo it. My mom wants me to check into a hospital just to make sure I'm okay mentally, and I'm honestly going to do it. I don't feel stable right now, and I don't feel like myself. I'm scared I might hurt myself or someone else. Eric was eating the same food. He was eating the same food that he had contaminated right alongside me. Was it a kink, a power trip? I don't even know anymore. All I know is that the man I thought I knew and the man I loved is a complete stranger to me now. I can't believe I've been living with someone capable of something so vile. I feel like I'm losing my mind and I don't know how I'm going to come back from this. How can he do this to me? I'm genuinely losing it and I'm a danger to myself. I'm going to check myself into the hospital. Dun dun dun.
Wait, does Eric have anything to say about this?
I There's no further updates, but I feel like she needs to confront Eric.
Yes, because like, wait, is Eric gay? That's the first question. Wait. That's the first
So
question. Now, secondly, how did Mark find out? That is another question. Third, how does Mark know about the cup in her kitchen?
because he
Does
heard from the source, obviously.
which source? Eric.
There's no way a man could have entered the house to go
Would
and
he
put
hear
it.
from the source Eric himself? That's the
Yes.
question. So basically, Eric is telling him
It's
that
his
he is
friend now.
gay.
He just found out a week ago.
So Eric is telling him, Mark, that
Maybe Mark caught Eric in the act and he had to confess.
this is maybe. What if they are doing the acts together?
Wait, he said he does not know what disease Eric is carrying. He cannot.
He does not know what disease Eric is carrying, but it's his friend.
But let's address the elephant in the room.
What which is?
The semen in all her products.
But then cannot know if this is true. That's the
If
thing.
it's true, okay, forget. It's true. Let's accept that it's true. And Mark is really telling the truth, not just trying to do anything. What if it is true? Mark was actually saying the truth.
What tipped me off was the fact that it was other men's semen. This is not even
It's
his
not his
own.
own. And how is he getting the men to just finish
Nigga,
up in a cup?
ew. Ah.
Okay, so now who is the asshole? Who is now the asshole? Is she the
I'm on
asshole?
Eric's side, please. I'm on Eric's side. I don't believe Eric is gay. That's the thing. I feel like I feel Mark likes Eric's girlfriend. Right.
Wait,
Right.
wait.
Another
You're
question. Does Mark used to go to their
I'm
house?
not sure. They've been friends
Because it's
for a long
possible
time, so
that
it's
he
possible.
planted those cups there. Check it. Like it's very possible. It can be that it's Mark that's actually gay. And he did those things. And ew.
But it's also possible that Eric actually did those things and she's
I,
going to
well,
get
well,
tested.
well, I feel like she should just confront Eric. But then, what is Mark's business in their relationship?
He's a
Let's
friend.
think about it.
He's their friend. It's both.
Whose person's friend is he more? Is it how?
You cannot see somebody doing something like that to your friend. Or if I see that you're doing something to your girlfriend and I'm friends with your girlfriend, don't you think I'll tell her?
But the initial conversation, the initial what's the word? The initial question, right?
Mm.
Said that they went to Eric's friends, not
It was not.
not the
You cannot
girlfriend's
see something
friends.
going wrong. That is diabolical. That act.
Why are we friends?
Even if we're not friends, I'm not friends with your
Why
girlfriend,
am
I
I
will tell
friends with the
her.
guy?
So that you can mess around and your guy can hide your secrets.
Not so that I can hide my secrets, but so that you are friends. You know, come and be telling my girlfriend. What's the reason my girlfriend in the first place?
Hey, see, man.
I'm just
You
saying, like, think about it. Why would you have a friend that will go behind your back and be talking to your girlfriend?
because you're doing something evil.
Regardless, like, I don't
Regardless,
know. Eric, I'm on your side. I got your back. Don't worry. No, that guy is diabolical. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
men.
Bro code.
But what if? Okay, wait. But what if it's actually true? What if she confronts Eric and it's true?
Wait for the updates first. Wait for the
You
updates
have to
first.
stick by Eric, even
I'm
if it's true.
sticking by
You
Eric.
stick by him.
No, but if it's gay, I'm not sticking by Eric. If it's gay, Eric cannot be gay. Why are you gay? Cannot be gay, please.
Okay,
But
no
what are the
problem.
comments? I want to know what people are saying.
So top comment, girl. After reading the updates, you need to contact the authorities. Keep the cops. Hire a lawyer. See if Mark is willing to speak to the police and give a statement to back you up. This is absolutely insane. This is a huge, disgusting violation on so many levels. It scares me to think about how many times he's done this and if you've contracted any disease because of this. I figured Eric cheated on you, but did not expect him to be this depraved. He needs to be put in prison
Well, contacting the authorities is a right step and action to take
and keep the
because,
evidence.
yeah, obviously keep the no which evidence that has thrown
She
away.
has trained it without problem.
No, well, I feel like you should contact the authorities because I feel like that's the only way you could get answers out of him, out of Eric. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
and she should not harm herself.
Why would she have mom?
She was talking about not being in right mental state. She needs to check into the hospital so she'll not harm herself or
Stay
something
around
like
your
that.
family more. That's what will help you. Not
Yeah,
going to the hospital.
I
Stay with
think
your family.
it's going to affect you mentally. You think that someone you've loved, you've been with for 2 years.
Someone she loved, not someone that loved her. That's why I say she should stay with her family. Her family obviously would love her, right? Not her loving her family. It's
Oh, I'm on the girl's side. She's not an asshole for breaking up with him for no reason, first of all. And after finding out the updates 1 week later, she's still definitely not the asshole. Is she an asshole?
yes, because she has to confront him first to find out if these things are actually true. You cannot just break up. See, Sha, oh well. Who knows? You see, you cannot tell if Mark actually likes her. That's just my own point of view, yeah. Because I feel like Mark is doing all these things, but because
I don't think Mark is this crazy.
how would you know? This is the guy we're talking about.
He's saying his gender is crazy.
Both genders are crazy. I thought I say all genders, but I have just two gender guys. Both genders are crazy.
So we'll move on to the next story and hope that we get update from this user.
I shall want to hear Eric's updates. I swear.
And Eric has no side to tell. Eric, don't say
So you're being
talk to the
feminist right
cops.
now.
No, it's diabolical. If she was not doing it to him,
Sure.
her story. She has told us her side of the story.
Then let us hear from Eric's side of the
So
story. That
we've
is it.
seen it, we've given our takes, we've given our perspective. So you guys should also give your take and your perspective. Please, please. Give your perspective because this is crazy. Jeez. Next story. If he's like this for this first story, then I wonder how it will be like for the second story. So let's see. I slept with my coworker.
Okay.
He said like somebody has done it before. Okay. I slept with my coworker. So I, 26 female, work for a hotel chain, and I met this guy, 29 male, when I went to work at his location. We've been texting for about a month to two. I can't remember. I deleted the text out of guilt. And there was obviously some chemistry between us. He seems really sweet and all, but yesterday made me feel kind of uncertain. I worked at his property again last night, and of course, we were happy to see each other since we've been flirting with each other for a while now. And this is the first time we've seen each other since we've met. My shift ends, but he still has to work longer since he started way after me. He offered to walk me to my car, and I told him my roommate was going to be waiting for me and that they'd be super nosy. So he told me he would walk me part of the way. On the way to the car, he commented how nice my lips were. and me, being the anxious wreck, responded with a thanks, I'll try to take care of them. He asked me if he could show me something, and I said yes. Cut to him taking me to the laundry room and essentially backing me into the table. He asked for permission to kiss me, and I say yes. He went from kissing me to lifting my shirt and touching me. I told him I didn't think we should be doing this at work and that we don't have protection, not in a sexy taboo way, but legitimately. And he didn't seem to think much of it. He then proceeded to put his hand in my pants and touch me. And of course, my brain is going hazy because while it did feel good physically, mentally, it didn't feel right. He had me touch his, you know what, and I kept telling him that I have to leave. He's asking me how badly as he's still doing what he's doing, and I'm telling him that I really have to go. He didn't waste any time turning me around and bending me over the table. As he's having sex with me, I keep telling him I have to go. Of course, we're having sex, so I basically moan it. That didn't seem to matter, and when I told him I didn't have birth control, he goes for about a minute more until he finished on me. Thankfully, not in me. Now I feel disgusted with myself for letting all of that happen. It makes me feel guilty that it sounded like I was encouraging him to do this in that setting. I asked him how things were going to be moving forward, and he said he wants to keep things casual so it doesn't get messy at work. My week was going really well, but that kind of ruined it since that wasn't the way I would have preferred us going about us having sex.
What was the initial question there? The initial question
No,
was,
it's not a question.
it's just,
It's just what happened. She's telling us what happened.
oh, so what did you want to hear?
So from the story, she
Eh,
did not actually want to have sex in that setting,
from the story, she wanted to have sex with the guy,
but
just
not
not
in
in the
that
setting.
setting. But
Right.
she kept telling him she does not want to do it. She has to go.
You
She
don't
has
want
to
to you
go.
don't want to do it, but you're leading him on.
No, he only asked for permission to kiss her.
In the first place, you were heading to your car. You were heading to your car. Your friends were your roommates, not friends, your roommates were waiting for you at your car. First of all, leaving your friends hanging is wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say, okay, oh, because you've been liking this your co-worker. Let's talk, She followed the guy.
Mm-hmm. What if it's I want to show you work stuff? You
He
can
could have
be
said, I want to show you work stuff, I want to show you something. There's something that we did not finish. But just I want to show you something. And then before that, he complimented her lips. Right. Yes, it's a compliment.
okay.
And
Let's
then
say she knew what she was going there for. She was probably just going there for a make out session, and that's all. But then she knew she would not want to go to that extent in in the laundry room.
they go to the laundry room, and then he basically asked her for a kiss, and she said yes.
Yes,
What was she expecting after that?
a kiss and
And that's all.
bye. We'll see
Wow.
later.
Wow.
Later.
A typical American movie, right?
But then why are they going to the laundry room when they're in a hotel chain? Yeah, like you're in a hotel. You guys are probably I don't know what they are doing. Maybe they might be cleaning the room or stuff. So why not just go and
To one of the
enter one of
rooms
the
and then
rooms?
clean it afterwards. Man.
But then I feel like she told him she was not comfortable doing it there. He should have stopped. A proper gentleman will not go all the way knowing that your woman is uncomfortable in that situation. Despite her not using the word STOP.
I agree that the guy is not a gentleman, right?
Mhm.
But at the same time, the lady asked for it. Let's be honest.
She did not ask
She
you can't
wanted the sex, just not the location, right?
so she did not ask for it there. She asked for kissing, but she didn't ask for sex there. And then she made it clear that okay, I'm not comfortable here. I want to leave. I'm
She was
supposed to
not
leave. I'm
comfortable, but then
running
she
late.
was sad. She was saying, "I don't want to stop. I want you to stop. I don't not stop her. Sorry, wait. I want to go home. I want to go. I want to. You're moaning. I
If
want to
you were
go.
in that situation and she's telling you she wants to go home, what would you do?
How would you? Are you hearing the tune that she's used to say that I
No,
want to go?
because
Would you stop?
it's
If you're the
inside.
guy, will you stop?
It's inside. Normal, normal.
If you're the guy, will you stop?
normal.
Yeah.
I would not even start in the first place, knowing that she's not comfortable there, because she made it clear that she does not want to do it there before he started.
They asked for a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You agreed to the kiss. His
Mm-hmm.
hands went under your shirts. You
Mm-hmm.
were telling him you were telling him you want to go, you're not
Mm-hmm.
comfortable. You did not push him off. His
Mm-hmm.
hands went under your skirts. You were still telling him you're not comfortable, you're not comfortable. You did not push him off.
You don't have
He
to.
still carried your own hands and put on his own, And then you now, you did not say, no, remove your own hand by yourself. You left your hand there.
Some people freeze in some kind of
You
situations.
freeze, but your mouth did not freeze and you want to go. But your body, see, that's the
Like
thing.
you
It's
mentally
just
freeze.
words. She was just saying it. Her actions did not prove that she wanted to go. Do you understand?
But no matter what, you should always listen to the woman. If she's not comfortable, then stop.
See, there's something that people don't know about guys. They listen to your body language, your actions in general is what they
Words.
listen
Stop
to.
listening to. That's the
How
problem.
they listen to your words? Your words,
That's what is putting everybody in trouble. You're listening to body language instead of what I actually said.
oh
And
yeah,
that's what is
oh yeah,
actually getting people
oh yeah.
into
They
trouble.
finished. Oh yeah, they finished the whole session, and then she's asking, "What are we now?"
That one is different.
It's different. How you finish your session? They asking, "What are we now?" If
That one
you
is
did not want it.
she fucked up then. Ladies, stop asking that question. What are we now? Like, come on, you were uncomfortable with that particular situation, and after everything, you're
She did not
asking it.
wait to get
Why you
home
move forward?
before she asked what are we now. She asked it there in the same place that she was uncomfortable with the thing that was happening.
Yeah, but then everybody here now on the comments are thinking she should report that it's sexual assault, it's rape, and she made it clear that she never called it rape. So she's just clarifying that she never said it was rape. So there's no need for all that drama, and no
Please,
need for anyone to attack her that
please,
she's saying is rape.
please, how can it be rape?
But in a legal way, I feel like in a legal way she may not win this battle.
She
But
will
like
not.
in
She's
the
not. She
sense
may
of
not. She will not.
in the sense of the community's eye, she may win this battle. But in a legal standpoint,
It's community the law. The community is not the law. They will not fight for you. Don't worry yourself. It's nothing like that. Let
cancel
us.
culture. They'll cancel the guy.
She enjoyed it.
She is not.
She enjoyed it,
I don't know how I
irrespective
want to
of the fact
defend.
that she was uncomfortable about the
I don't know
place.
how I want to defend her.
She enjoyed it, because if she did not enjoy it, she will not ask, "What are we now?"
But there's a way that even if you're having relations with your partner, there's a way that your partner
So it's
would
not
have
partner,
sex.
it's co-worker.
Oh yeah, partner, husband, or
Co-worker.
anybody, a guy.
Eh,
Like there's a way that they have actually have relations with you that you might feel uncomfortable. You might not want it at that moment, but because wrestling is like your, let's say, husband, you have to have it, and your body you would definitely feel irritated,
you don't
disgusted,
have
or
to have it.
something.
This is why there is something called communication. You don't.
She communicated
She communicated with her mouth. She not
words.
communicate with her feelings, with her body.
See, she's not supposed to
She's
communicate.
supposed to
See,
communicate with her body. Push him off.
if your
See,
husband is, if
oh,
say my husband is touching me, oh babe, I'm not right now, babe.
stand
Not
up
right.
and walk away.
It will be very
It will not be very
rude or
anything. You've
something.
told him that you don't want it now. It is as simple as that. There's no.
So when is his turn, uncle? If he tells me, babe, I don't want it.
It's as simple as that.
Me, I will not stand on my phone. Why did you walk out of the room?
Well, yeah, when you're doing your own, you do not know.
That's why I'm not doing my own.
When you're doing your own, you do not
That's why
know.
I'm not doing my own.
But
So
then you
everybody
cannot.
will
How
do
you
it
say
back.
that? That's the thing. You cannot say that you were not in the mood and then you were not irritated. You get.
You need to actually understand that feeling. There's a feeling
I
when
get
you
what
are
you're saying.
actually.
I get what you're saying, right? That's what I'm saying. Just don't do it. Instead of now coming later to regret and you being irritated.
Sometimes I think it's best to just, in some situations, it's best to just go along with it
No,
because you
in
want to
any
maintain.
situation, it is not best to go along with it.
Ladies, you're hearing this from a
Any,
man.
even as a guy,
Said,
even yourself, if you're not in the mood, just don't do it. It's as simple as that. Don't let your spouse or your partner or your girlfriend push you to do what you don't want to do. If you're not in the mood, or your boyfriend too, if you're not in the mood,
don't do it.
it's as simple as that. Because you later regret it at the end of the day.
Yeah. I may feel some kind of way, may make you depressed or something. So if that situation is uncomfortable for you, walk out.
Even if you're in the middle of it and you just feel like stop.
So that when you shout stop and you try to leave and he forces you, then you know
That
that's
is rape.
sexual assault. Well, we have some comments here. Top comment, dude, that was absolutely assault. He's not a nice dude. he didn't care about having sex at work, despite you obviously not being okay with it. Yet he wants to keep it casual because of work. Give me a thin break. He is a creep and a jerk. As soon as anyone says I have to go, shouldn't do this here. No protection. I mean, you literally asked him to stop 5 different ways and he didn't. He is an asshole. I understand you didn't say stop, but any decent person would have understood you were uncomfortable. This guy knew you wanted to stop and didn't. Block him, report him to HR. I hope you never see him again.
Well, for starters, it's not decent. He never told you that it was decent, right? So,
It's your first time meeting.
so I don't see any reason why you think that it's going to be decent. Do you understand? Some people just like it rough and the way it is. You get so you deal with it.
But you have to confirm from your partner if they are type
But
of
that's the
do it
thing; they're
in a
not
car
partners.
person. Ugh, that's in fact he's winning me on all arguments, so never mind. Second comment: if she was able to consent to the kiss, she could have said no to the rest. She didn't. She went along, and from the description, she enjoyed it.
Thank
Don't
you,
allow your regret ruin his life.
thank you.
Another comment said, "Them that could be considered rape, but unfortunately, it might not hold up in court.
It will not. Not might
Best
not.
case would be sexual assault, but still certain elements may be difficult to prove. Report it to HR and you could have enough for a civil case."
Quick question: is sexual assault not rape?
There are different levels of sexual assault.
So sexual assault is not rape. Rape is the
Sexual assault is
rape is the
rape is still under sexual assault. But like there are different levels to
so
it.
rape is the actual penetration.
Yes.
Sexual assault is touching your body.
Sexual assault can involve inappropriate touching, groping.
But it was not inappropriate.
But sexual assault is sexual
Yeah,
assault. He bent her over without
but this,
her
but this,
permission.
but this story
He bent her over
was
without her
not
permission.
inappropriate.
He bent her over without her permission.
So if you wanted to have sexual assault, you should also be like, "Can I have sex with you?"
Yes.
I
That's
feel like
perfect.
the fact that you asked that for that kiss, but was just the answer to
No,
everything.
that's why it stated kiss.
Right. So it should have been like, "Can I kiss you?" You should say yes. Can I touch your
Consent,
sorry?
sign
Can
consent
I put
form.
my hand under your
Guys,
shirt? Yes.
print
Can I
out.
put my hand under your skirt?
Yes,
Yes. Can I is
guys,
she lesser than 18? I'm not
guys,
understanding.
print out a form before you take anybody to even your house. Let them sign that form that they consented to this
I
particular
agree.
thing.
That one I agree. I agree.
Save yourself the trouble of having somebody falsely accuse you.
I agree.
Mhm. So we're going on to the next story. Am I the asshole for exposing my wife's cheating and not wanting to do anything with it? Am I the asshole for exposing my wife's cheating and not wanting anything to do with a child that isn't mine? So 2 weeks ago, I found out that my 5-year-old isn't biologically mine. I felt so hurt and betrayed that my wife of 6 years, relationship for 9, cheated on me and even got pregnant by another man. I took a paternity test without telling my wife. I immediately confronted my wife and called her a whore in my anger and many other names. She started crying and explained that she hid it because she didn't want to break our happy family of 3. I asked her why did she cheat on me. She explained we had a very nasty argument back in the day. So she hooked up with someone and it was just one time fling and has been loyal to me. She said she had doubts that I wouldn't be the father, but she never took a paternity test. She said she was happy seeing me happy and didn't go with abortion for peace of our family and didn't tell me the truth. I told her I'm divorcing and I don't want to be in our son's life. She started crying and begging me to not break the family, and I am still his father, and I have been a wonderful father and a husband. I should forgive her and not let DNA destroy our lives. I immediately left and she was blowing up my phone. I decided at first not to tell anyone else, but in the end, I got very angry and decided to tell everyone. Everyone is pissed at my wife. Her parents said they want nothing to do with their daughter and cut contact. My sister furiously called my soon to be ex wife and cursed her out. Her brother and her sister, on the other hand, said I have humiliated my soon to be ex wife and shouldn't have told everyone and should have kept it between us. Yesterday, her sister called me and said I need to take her back and come back for my son. I said I don't have a son. She got angry and started cursing me and said I am a weak, pathetic man. No wonder my wife cheated on me. And I am so pathetic, I had to go behind my wife's back to take a paternity test. Because I am insecure and weak, that I am giving up on my son just because we don't share blood. And I am the reason my wife is alone and depressed. I cut her call. Instead, I called her husband and told him everything. I said that the family is full of nut jobs, maybe it runs in their blood, and that he should take a paternity test, and that he should take a paternity test as well, and don't trust those bees. He said he's sorry on his wife's behalf, and we ended the call. Now I'm ignoring all of my wife's and her sister's call.
First things first, how many children did they have together?
Just that one 5-year-old.
Oh, I thought you said 3.
No, family of 3, so him, the wife, and the son.
Oh, and they've been married for 6 years.
Yes. Relationship for 9.
And then the child came during the marriage.
Yes. This one is finally very easy for you
It's
to
not
pick
finally
side.
very easy. Let me tell you something, right? First of all, Siba is complicated, right? It's quite direct, but
Yeah.
it's complicated. It's direct
Because of the son, right?
because yes, you're supposed to know even if it's me, I'm on a day go end. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you did not trust your wife enough because if
You
you
went to
did,
do a
you would not
paternity
have done a
test.
paternity test.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You obviously might have had doubts about her.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, why wait for 5 years or 6 years first?
Maybe that's when things started. The doubt started. Maybe the child was not looking like him.
You'd have known that since like 1 or 2 years old. I'm just saying. And then even if the child was not looking like you, probably might have looked like the mother, right? So I feel like, well, having doubts is one thing. If you knew you were going to have doubts, you could have just immediately she gave birth, you could have done the paternity test at that point in time and just.
But they did not really have any issues there.
Yeah, but then they did not have any issues now. You just decided to go and have a paternity test.
No, he did not actually state if they actually had
Yes, I'm saying
issues.
from what he said, there was no issue. You just went to do a paternity test.
I have a problem. I think I've had this discussion with a couple of friends before. The fact about doing paternity tests behind your wife's back. I think it's
diabolical.
That's what you call diabolical.
It is diabolical. You have to go with your wife to do that, to do a paternity test or maternity test, whatever it is they are doing. Go with your spouse.
It's very wrong to actually do that test behind your wife's back. It shows lack of trust. And
first of all, you are insecure. You don't trust your wife. Like, see, there are plenty of things to call it, honestly. But thumbs up for doing paternity test, regardless. Like,
yeah,
man,
he found out now. I don't actually support the fact that he wants to leave his son.
It's not his son.
No, okay.
It's not
like your adopted son.
It cannot be like your adopted son because you keep on remembering that it was during the marriage and then your wife cheated on you and
the
you
boy
gave
has
birth to
known
that.
you as the father for 5 years.
Does not matter. You can't look for the main father.
So he should lose his father figure.
If you should lose his father, you look for the main father figure.
It's a one-night stand.
It is not a one-night stand.
I don't think
because the moment she knew she was pregnant, right, and she knew it was not her husband that had sex with her, right. So it's very what do they have pills for?
But she said she did not want to remove the child because she wanted to keep the peace of the family.
What peace of the family? If I'm coming, you had sex with somebody, right? You knew vividly well that this person is not your husband, right? And then you knew vividly well that this person, pardon my language, poured inside you, right? Now, what's supposed to do? What happened to pills? What happened to salt and water? What happened to all these things? Like, let's be honest now. Come on. You're not saying you don't want to spoil the what of the husband. The husband was happy that you were pregnant. Are you, man? Are you okay?
The wife is definitely wrong. Definitely.
Right. So for me, if I'm seeing that song, I could just be vexed.
But can you just wash away that emotion of growing up with him?
Yes.
5 years.
Yes.
Just because.
Yes.
Why now?
Because anytime I see him, I would literally be angry. There is never going to be peace.
I feel like the person who's actually going to suffer is just the son.
No.
Because he would not understand what is going on. He's still 5.
You understand.
You will not understand why daddy
You
is
understand?
away and
Not be only daddy.
getting.
don't be only, don't be
Yes,
only
it's still
daddy.
daddy.
Don't be only daddy. You gotta look for his main father. That is what it is. It's as simple as that. See, yes, good and fine. Some people tell you the Bible says, for better for worse, this one, that one. Hmm.
Why can't he forgive the wife though? Yes, because their partners
Because
are
it will happen
actually
again.
forgive. No,
It will happen
it's
again.
been more than 6 years.
Yes, for that more than 6 years, he has not done anything to anger the wife. That's why she did not go and do it again.
That was just different kind of
And that
anger.
was not different kind of
But
anger.
then
It is the
there
same
are
thing.
partners that do forgive each other
Yes,
for
there are partners
cheating,
that do forgive each other for cheating, but then the relationship will
abusing
never
child.
remain the same because you would always have that, she
Yeah,
might do it again.
the woman
Then they
just
now give birth to the next one, they must go and do paternity test.
yeah, exactly. They must
Yeah.
do paternity test for every child
What's
she
the
gives
use of
birth
being
to.
in such a relationship?
It's tragic.
You
Tragic
will
love
never be at
story.
rest. And then the man now will see every reason fit to cheat. Think about it. It's crazy.
The man doesn't, because you are with a terrible person does not mean you have to be terrible.
Trust me, the man will see every reason fit to cheat.
No, trust you. You will see every reason to cheat. The
No,
man
any man
can't.
in that kind of this thing, I don't
No,
know.
I
See,
refuse to believe that.
see,
I refuse to
there's
believe
nothing that
that.
anybody wants to tell me here.
Men, come
The
and stand
moment,
for yourself.
nothing like come and stand for yourself. It's the truth. The moment you just know that yes, is okay, fine. If he leaves that relationship, he can actually be loyal to another person, right, and not cheat. But if he's in that same relationship, not lie. That wife, you go out and you come back 3 a.m. in the morning. You tell you when the man comes back, to tell you, what is it?
No, they have to go to therapy, couples therapy, and just try and work everything out and
No,
start building that relationship again.
do you know
But
what is,
then
do you know what is trust?
you see the way her
Wait
family.
first. Do you know what is trust? The moment he went to the paternity test and then the thing came out negative, right? That is wait. See that trust,
The
but
trust
it's
already
just
broke
is like it's
for
the
him
goal like
wanting
this.
to go. The trust already broke from him like
No,
cutting hair for
right,
the child self to
right.
go and do the test.
Wait. Now the wife did not know
Mm-hmm.
that
He
he
did the
went to do
test,
that.
yes.
Right. If it had come out positive, his trust for his wife would have been wider.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you.
I think that trust was already shaky.
Listen to what I'm saying. If it had come out positive that was his child, right, the trust would have grown bigger because obviously she did not. Do you get? I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I get,
And
but
then
I
the
feel
wife would
like
not have even known that anything like that happened.
he would have not told her. Imagine that thing again too. You're not telling you find out that it's positive and you not still tell your wife, babe, I'm sorry I did
Why
this
is it
thing
telling her
behind your back.
sorry when she did not know he went to do it?
So now you're not keeping a secret.
It is not a secret. You
You're
just
keeping
want
a
to find
secret.
out if your son is your son.
You're keeping a secret from your wife.
And not keeping any secret from your wife.
I'm sorry, honey, I did not trust
Maybe
you.
your
I
wife
went to
already
do
knew
a
that your
paternity
son.
test.
So it's not a secret.
It's a secret. You cannot do it behind her back. Find out it's
I'm not in
positive.
support.
So he found out that it's negative now. He told her. Find out it's positive and be like, babe, I'm sorry, I did not trust you. I went to do this test.
Now she will not trust you.
And it goes both ways now.
No, see, let me tell you, but I'm not in support of the guy going to like
Do it behind
do
her
it
back.
behind her back, right? But the deed has been done, right? If it was positive, he would have trusted her the more and he'd have kept quiet about it, right? Probably might have told her, who knows, but he would have kept quiet about it, and then the relationship would have continued peacefully and more stronger. But now that he has found out that it is not his child, right?
And the way the family reacted, her family.
That family own like when you were talking about when they said that he called the sister's husband, I'm like, nice one. Because I'm sure
Runs
I
in the
could do that. I
family.
could do that too. I swear. Like I could do that. How did you come and insult me?
He did
I'll
that. Yeah,
never
he did
I'll
that.
never
He
answer you.
insulted.
Like I would never answer you. You talk and talk. When you're done, I just call the next person and say hello. Make sure you go
But I
and check
think
your
maybe
children.
that sister's husband now might do it.
Why not?
Because it's like, why are you defending
Your
your
sister,
sister
when
like
you know
that?
that she's wrong.
Yes.
Exactly. Wait, so did you do that with me too? You get like it's
Trust is shaking everywhere.
but then just return her buy price. It's as simple as that. I'm just joking. Find a way to fix your family, man. You guys have been
Or
together for 9 years. That's too much.
if you cannot, don't struggle and go and maltreat the son and
No,
all
it
that.
cannot. It's not going to. I don't think
Yeah.
it's going to mature the son. It's just that it's just going to be pissed off at every point in time.
Yeah.
You know.
So there's a comment, top comment, not the asshole. Your wife had over 2,105 days to tell you the truth and chose to lie to you for more than 2,105 days. I was a child who was raised by a man who questioned my paternity, and it was hell on earth. He always treated my sister, who was born within the marriage, so differently than me. When I found out the truth as an adult, all the neglect and abuse I went through finally made sense.
Hmm.
I was not his child, and he knew it the whole time.
Hmm.
I'm not telling you what to do, but I hope you will consider a few therapy sessions with the child to help ease the transition
Hmm.
once you have calmed down.
Hmm.
You have every right to be upset, angry, and betrayed, and do not let others guilt you into something you are not emotionally able to do until you come to terms with what your wife did to you.
Hmm.
This is why I advocate for mandatory DNA testing at birth to determine who the birth father is before signing the birth certificate.
Hmm.
That way, both parties know from the beginning there will be a DNA test and the truth will come out. It would cut down on paternity fraud, ease the father's mind as to the child's paternity, and expedite child support cases because the court will have proof at the first court date.
Hmm.
Uh, but there's something about this mandatory test now. There are ways DNA work. I think there've been a few cases where the DNA of the mother is not matching the DNA of the child, the DNA of the father is not matching the DNA of the child, just because of maybe the child ate the sibling in the womb. They were supposed to be twins, but ate the sibling in the womb, or it took after maybe the sister's gene. I think there were a few cases like that I've heard of.
So like I've actually heard that story, like a story like that before, where the twins one ate one and stuff
Mm.
like that. So that thing is really complicated. But then it's like 1 in a million. It happens once every like 1,000
But what if
years.
it happens in your situation now?
Well, if it happens in your situation, if it's me, the doctors will have to have a hard time explaining to
They will
me.
not know now.
They shall have a hard time explaining to me that it's not my son, that is my son, that is my daughter, that is that. You get. But then, more
I don't think it should be mandatory.
to do DNA test,
Yes.
right? I also don't think it should be mandatory, no.
Because
But
it's my money I'm still going to spend doing the DNA test.
it's not about the money, right?
It's still about the money after paying the hospital bills and everything.
You know why I say it's not about the money? Because
Mm.
it to be part of the hospital bills. Do you understand?
Yeah. But
So
if you can cut back on the hospital bills, why can't you just
I just feel like it shouldn't be mandatory because it just gives room
a
for
lot of errors and
no
problems and
disloyalty,
mistrust?
distrust, a lot of things.
Yeah.
Just
But
live your
then I
life.
think it may keep women in check though.
Yes, yes, true. It will keep women in check, not me. It will keep women in check, but I don't think it is mandatory. Because
Yeah.
if you're doing that to the men, what about the men? How are you keeping them in check?
Yes.
You get.
Keep the men in check.
I'm just saying. It's crazy out there. Then back to the 200 and how many 2000 how many days. Right. You actually had that much of a period to tell your husband that okay, see what's going on. If he's going to forgive you, fine. If he's not going to forgive you, fine. You had to let him find out by himself.
She knew he would not forgive her, and she saw how happy he was.
So you were hoping for a fairy tale ending, but
It
didn't get one.
Yeah, it's possible that he could have never found out.
Yes.
She fucked up
But
by
then
making
but
him
then let's
suspicious.
do this, right?
Hmm.
I'm a guy. I'm a guy, right? When I
I know you're
eventually
a guy.
when I eventually have kids,
Mhm.
which I know is going to be soon, probably this year. But I'm just saying. When I'm just joking, I'm just good guys. Probably next year, sure. Anyways, when I eventually have kids, right? My kid is now up to like 6 years old and it's not baby like me.
Behave like
Go
you.
that DNA test though.
Behave like
Walai,
you.
it's like it's not smart. It's not this one, it's not that. That DNA
That's
test,
not how
I don't
genes
want to
work.
know how it
That's not
works.
how genes work.
Listen, wait. I don't want to know how it works. Do you understand? Once I just see that the child is not smart, is slow, is we dey go that DNA test, we
But at
must go
least
and do
you
it.
ask your wife. You
I will
not
not ask,
literally.
so I will tell my wife to let's go. She's not asking anything. We'll go together. I'll just tell you we're going to
At
the
least you
hospital
not do it
today.
behind her back.
Bitch behind her back. No, now she know why I'm doing it. Because I'm always telling her, this child, you know they behave like me. Let's be going to the hospital.
She doesn't. You don't even know the wife that you want to pregnant next
I
year.
know the wife wants to get pregnant this year. I know. Right.
Please, if you see this, just know that you're going to get pregnant next year. So I'm letting you know in advance. You
No,
heard
no,
it
no, no,
here
no, no, no.
first.
She's going to get pregnant this year and
Oh,
then give birth next year.
you heard it here first, lady. Lucky's lady. You're getting pregnant.
Ah, good, good. Have mercy.
Anyways, this was actually a very fun session. I
Right.
enjoyed myself. And thank you for coming on and being here with us today.
Pleasure is
And
mine.
that's all the time we have for today, guys. But we will keep you posted on when our next episode will be dropping, and ensure to share this with your friends, family, loved ones. Let them see the struggles that people are going through, and let them see what men are like and what men are saying actually. Because I don't know what he's saying about me.
Men, go and defend yourself in the comment section. Don't be me go talk for all the men.
Anyways, bye guys.
Bye.